やっぱハワイの日の出は一味違うね。
Aloha, friends, and welcome to Hawaii, the first ever overseas setting for Sega's incredibly popular Yakuza series. And I, Eurogamer's Ian Higton, should know, because at this year's EGX there were huge queues for the playable demo of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
We can beat your ass!
And while I didn't get time to try it out for myself, thanks work, some of the unbelievably bonkers stories that I heard from the people who did get to put it through its paces made me instantly want to find out more. Like, seriously, I had to check that people weren't just trolling me, because some of the stuff they said was nuts. So I grabbed a big chunk of gameplay footage from SEGA, that's the stuff that you're watching right now, and within seconds of pressing play, my tiny brain was indeed blown by the pure procession of peculiarity that I was witnessing. Don't believe me? Then join me for a journey of discovery as I show you 7 unbelievably bonkers things that you can do in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Let's kick this list off with one of the most bonkers things that I have ever seen in a video game, and that is the excellently named minigame Sicko Snap. Hop on board one of Honolulu City's cheer trolleys, like this one here, and you'll bump into a bizarre fellow named Karaoke, who has, if you're being polite, what can only be described as a very niche hobby. If you're not being polite, then I think he's probably just a massive pervert. Anyway, Karaoke wants you to ride the trolley and take photos of strange, heavily muscled, leotard-wearing, mask-sporting sickos who are doing sick deeds throughout the city. The better the framing of the sick action in your photos, the better your score at the end of the ride. But what exactly are these sick deeds that you'll be witnessing on your tour? Well, let's take a look and find out.
いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。もっと狙わねえと。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい絵が撮れたな。まあまあだな。もっといけそうだ。いい感じだな。いい感じだな。まあまあだな。いい絵が撮れたな。いい感じだな。 っといけそうだ。いい絵が撮れたな。まあまあだな。
You know what? That wasn't actually that sick at all. Most of the things we saw there were just a normal Saturday night out for me. Which reminds me, I really need to wash my leotard in time for this weekend's shenanigans. When most people go on holiday, they normally pop along to a beachside gift shop if they want to grab, a quick snack or a souvenir. Unfortunately, this isn't an option for the game's jaunt sporting protagonist, Ichiban, though, as he's travelled to Hawaii in search of his birth mother, and at the start of the game at least, he is absolutely penniless. Thankfully, there's one holiday activity that's always completely free, and that is swimming in the sea. And as you can see here, you can wade Ichiban out into the ocean where he can then search the seabed for a plethora of salty treats. By investigating any rings of light that you might find, Ichiban is then able to dive down and retrieve whatever treasures lie below, including cooking ingredients that will help you restore your health, or, less helpfully, old empty cans or soggy, unreadable jazz mags. You can bring these things to the recycling centre by the beach though, so here's hoping that this is a nice easy way to make some pocket money at the start of the game. If you'd prefer a more guided Hawaiian experience, however, you could always pop along to a local branch of the Alohappy Tours travel agency where you can then book a series of activities, including a free snorkeling and surfing trip to the beach with your pals, which, as you'll see, looks like a lot of fun indeed.
あいつサーフィンできんのかな。
いやどうだろう。あ、来た。
サーフィン、イルカ、海遊び、なんか使えそうな気が。はあ
But it's not just fun and games in the Alohappy Tours building, as they also include a free fitting room service which allows you to change your crew's jobs, which, depending on what you choose, will change your look and stats accordingly. But if you're currently thinking to yourself, Ian, nothing in this point seems that unbelievably bonkers to me, then please let me introduce you to the Alohappy Tours mascot, who is quite possibly one of the most unsettling creatures that I have ever seen in my entire life. It's like someone gave a huge bucket of LSD to a haunted AI art program and then asked it to draw Bart Simpson on holiday in the tropics. Oh God, it's terrifying. Ugh. Thanks for the nightmares, video game. Remember the old SEGA arcade game, Crazy Taxi? Pretty bonkers, right? Well, you can trust Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth to turn crazy into absolutely bonkers with its wheelie awesome delivery minigame, Crazy Delivery. As you can see from this gameplay, Ichiban has gone and gotten himself a bicycle and a side job as a delivery driver, which, despite the floating food, technically isn't that bonkers. Until that is, stuff like this happens. Gravity-defying antics like that are one thing, sure, but have you ever tried riding a bike on sand like he's doing here? Because it's impossible, that's just way too far-fetched. along with hazards to avoid, collectibles to grab, stunts to stunt, and airborne bikes to swim after. You can also earn bags of cash for Ichiban and his friends by delivering food to customers in good time. Just make sure you stay out of the way of oncoming traffic though, if you don't want to get your meatballs crushed. Ooh.
しくじったぜ Super Crescent Delivery! 毎度り Alohappy! Crazy! 2 Great Delivery! また頼んでくれよな Finish! お前らちゃんと聞いとけよ地獄で鍋パーティーさあ直樹ちゃん
Ah, karaoke. It's always a great night out and it's featured in a fair few Yakuza games from the past. But maybe not quite like this? As you can see at the start of the song, this karaoke minigame is just your basic rhythm action game. Hit the notes, entertain the crowd, score the points. Simple, but not really that weird. Until, out of nowhere, a backing band appears and everyone is suddenly in Kiss-style costumes and makeup. And then you spot that the drummer is using leeks as drumsticks and normality just loses all meaning. The song being performed here, by the way, is called Hell Stew, and that is why, at the end of it, you will be greeted by the unbelievably bonkers sight of the whole band posing with various meats, vegetables, and even slabs of tofu. Bonkers, but kind of tasty too, I guess.
Huh?
Getting into bar fights is bonkers, whatever the reason. Getting into bar fights with cops like Ichiban and his crew are about to do here, though, is just plain super bonkers. Especially when the cop in question also has a couple of guns and isn't afraid to use them in a public space. Aside from the sheer, life-threatening stupidity of this situation, this gameplay is a good chance for you to check out Infinite Wealth's turn-based combat in action, which, despite sounding boring, is packed full of wacky special moves, bizarre weapons, and enough visual stimulation to keep things interesting and bonkers the whole way through. Check it out!
I'll let you guys smoke.
さっさと始めようぜ
よーし
俺の番だな。
相手してやる
Try me.
You wanna dance? I'll bust, go play.
Get cold feet さっさと来い行くぜ
Come on! This is gonna hurt.
叩き潰す
Still got beef?
腰抜き野郎が。
Go ahead.
相手して
Tag me in.
Come on! Go ahead. All the time you
来ない
どうした
私の出番ね
ほら来いよ。
やっはっやっ
Just try me.
よし You wanna dance? You're
さっ
pathetic.
さと来い
もらった。
Get cold feet
いつでもどうぞ
相手してやる
Come
腰抜き野郎が。
相手しない
I'll bark, no bite.
俺の番か。加減しねえぞ。
Just try me.
何来ない
Go ahead.
終わらせる。
よし
俺もやれるぜ。
Ah, glad that
覚悟
This is gonna hurt.
俺の番だな。
Stuck, by the way.
さっさと来い。
行くぜ。放電準備。
いつでもどうぞ
どうした。
Just try me.
何来ない
まとめて逮捕してやる。相手してやる。
いいってのか。
受けてみな。潰れちまえ。行くぜ。寝てる。
私の出番ねはあお茶にしましょうちょっと休憩
ありがとよ。
相手してあげる
さあ、おとなしくしな。
あれやるぞ。
オッケー。
もっとしてっと。
怪我するぜ。きついな。くそ。あ？
腰抜き野郎が。
ガツンといくぜ。
よーし覚悟やっはいおりゃ
いや。
ハッチ。うれ。ふん。はっ。ふん。うれ。ありゃ。おら。俺の番か。手数がいるな。まとめて逮捕してやる。
ビビってんのか。
私の出番ね
ほら来いよ。
はあ
調子がいいぜ。
さてと
もらった。放電準備。
相手してやる。みんな、おう、俺たちの絆見せてやるよ。しまいだ。ぶっ飛べ。
And staying on the subject of fighting, I've saved perhaps the most bonkers thing until last, and that is one of Infinite Wealth's Poundmate attacks. Fans of the series will be well familiar with the concept of Poundmates, who are support characters that Ichiban can call into battle using his smartphone. Newcomers to the series may think that phoning a friend for help isn't really that weird at all, but stick with me here, because the person Ichiban is currently ordering from Poundmates isn't actually a person at all. As you will soon see, the person Ichiban has just ordered is actually a crab. Oh, and also there's a lobster too. Yep, that's right, it's Nancy and Olivia, the crustacean combination. Now, let's watch as these shellfish scrappers show us how to win a fight with ease. And that, I'm sorry to say, is all the bonkers that I have for you today. But don't think that what you've seen in this video is everything that Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth has to offer. Oh no. From what I gather, the unbelievably bonkers sights that you've just witnessed are just the tip of the iceberg, and I can't wait to see what else will melt my mind when the game releases in February next year. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and make sure to subscribe to Eurogamer for almost daily videos about video games and Let's Plays of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth as soon as we're able to get our sick hands on it. Goodbye.
Oh!